Welcome to 1407 Great Malkin Lane, the living member of the X-Men. Don't let anyone tell you different. Okay, now it's time for our weekly roundtable of things in X-Men this week. I got Cory, I got MJ. Silver said he'll be in later. Maybe we'll see how it goes. So, how we feeling today, Jenna?
Fine. Tired as hell. Want to cut my feet off from standing on my feet all the time.
Damn, misery.
Yeah. Hey, I'll just make my own prosthetics or something. Who knows? Just when you're just like when you know all the when all the Gen Zers and Boomers at work are like, you're nearly 30 and you're making sounds like me. Something's wrong here.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, aren't millennials allowed to feel fatigue?
Facts.
And I just go,
Okay, MJ, how about you, bro? How you doing?
Doing good, my man.
Okay.
How is the province of Alberta right now?
Old.
Okay, so Cory, we didn't get you last week. How did you feel about Immortal X-Men?
Nightcrawler. Seeing Nightcrawler pop his sword out to do some possible fighting, that was great because I want something where Kurt goes like, oh, 3 against 1, just the way I like it. On guard. Shook his mom, shook one of his stepmoms into being decisive by being really rough with her for a little bit. I'm like, hey, they don't have a good relationship anyway, so I'll let it pass. And then the back issue, the Sebastian Shaw one, was just great. And then he turns around, he goes, oh, you're judging me in the gauze of Emma? What do you think? That part was great. That part was great. Oh, and I want the actor Matt Berry to be Sebastian Shaw.
Okay, I'm with it.
Yeah,
I actually, you know what? I wonder how Denzel Washington would be as
an older Shaw, like a really older Shaw.
Well, he's not that old. But anyway,
hey, he and Giancarlo are being circled for Marvel work. They might. I'm just resigning myself that they're either going to be incredibly niche characters or they're going to be Charles and Max.
You almost said Charles and Eric Xavier. Don't be pushing that same sex plot line, okay? We do not.
I'm not pushing it. All I'm saying is it's going to be Charles Xavier and Max Eisenhart race swapped and genocide origin swapped.
Okay. So X-Force. All right, I'm gonna go with X-Force. How do we feel? How we feel, you guys? MJ, you start. MJ, you start, then Cory, then me.
Yeah,
it was great. It was pretty much everything you could want from a I liked that we're getting the Danger Room, and so we're seeing it as Max potential, I guess. Like apparently it's security. I don't know if Kraven hacked it or if it's because the Eternals are attacking. That's a little unclear, but like it's security features enabled, so like it was like solid holograms or something.
Yeah.
We definitely saw Kraven get bit in half, and apparently there was like no damage. But whatever.
Yeah, because Kraven Jr.'s weird that way. Kraven Jr. was invented by Nick Spencer in Trade Paperback Volume 4. Yeah, Kraven Jr. was going to survive somehow. Kraven will have his revenge.
But they didn't have to have him bitten in half. Like literally the teeth.
Very Jurassic Park.
Like I don't know. They could have stepped on or something, maybe, but not bitten.
Hey, you guys, I feel Percy, he was watching Jurassic World. He was watching Jurassic World when he was coming up with this, like, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
They should have gone to the Savage World
character a couple times.
Huh?
Didn't he quote Jeff Goldblum's character a couple times?
I did not. To Life Finds a Way or something.
They should have just gone to the Savage Land. Craven should have found some reason that would force Logan to go to the Savage Land
Oh yeah,
and
I would-
actually ride real dinosaurs, real stakes.
yeah, absolutely. But the fact that Beast, like he kind of had the, I like really kind of like how Beast kind of like, he's like everything I thought like this is like, oh I'm the bait. Oh no, I'm not the bait. I've been thinking about all this forever, forever.
I liked how I got it in my head that he was still scared, but he's like, relax, relax. Let me just go through the coding and I'll be able to get through this. Relax. He still showed that he was still like, oh God, kind of thing.
But he was not scared. Oh, what another thing I really liked about this was the red herrings. Because remember that one part where Wolverine saw that Stegosaurus sitting upright, and then like he gets a little closer, and there's like 5 velociraptors that peek out, and they ate half the thing.
It was so weird.
That is weird.
I think that was because it was glitching in the programming or something.
Or something. It's just like,
or Craven crunched, went to the levers and said level 10 Savage Land or something.
and I don't understand, how is Wolverine the ultimate trophy? He's really not. Like,
I would say he'd be an equal trophy to Beast, in my opinion.
I'm with that.
Beast would be the one harder to get at. Logan might be the harder to kill, but Beast should be the harder to get at.
I'm really surprised Kraven hasn't gone after Sabretooth. You would think he would go after Sabretooth.
Probably maybe think Sabretooth is dead, maybe. He's been out of the public eye for so long.
Yeah, I guess. Also, that one part where Sage yells at Deadpool and says, like, you're gonna get mad at Omega Red hurting you? That's what he does. Get over it.
Fucking little baby inside of a flat body.
Yeah, you just made, because no one's been retconned to realize he's not insane, but everyone just is like, no, just talk to him like an eccentric child. Like, you're fine, quit complaining.
Just like I just like how he opens his plant body and he says, I'm kind of sort of back. I'm only about 5% right now. How do you like the vegetable body Black Tom built for me? I'm feeling very low on cholesterol.
Yeah, I thought he was going to die and had to be resurrected. I thought this would be this might be the first time he actually dies in the comics. I know he's died in the comics before, but he's always brought himself back, I think. I don't think he's ever like died and had to be resurrected via other means, right?
Oh man, can you imagine how far Deadpool will be on the how low he'd be on the waiting queue?
Well, X-Force is always
they always get special treatment. Yeah,
they get special treatment. We don't know if he would get that though. But I do think if he had access to Resurrection Protocol, what crazier shit would he get up to?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, wait, that's part where you thought Wolverine was going to be the star of this. No, Kraven got up to those pterodactyl eggs. Beast just threw those rocks at the eggs. They got all the mama pterodactyls just pecking at Kraven because that's all they see.
Yeah, that was smart.
That
seemed like Beast did a better job evading once he was wounded.
Yes,
it was a little weird actually. The moment he got wounded, he was doing an incredibly good job. Not incredibly good job, but
no. He was doing very well.
Yeah,
very well. Also, I love this one part where when Sage tells Omega Red and Deadpool to go into the shadow room, and Deadpool says, "If you're feeling scared, Omega Fred, feel free to hold my hand." Shut up is something you hear a lot, isn't it?
No, you gotta say it with a little bit of Russian. Shut up is something you probably hear a lot.
He didn't say properly. So shut up is something you hear a lot, isn't
it? Yeah.
Like Yeah. All in all, like, how do we feel about this book, you guys? All in all.
I'm like, okay, this is a little alleyway of the whole things are popping off because this celestial god is working on stuff. I really just want this to be over and some normalcy going on right now. We still have Orcus, which is like, yeah, and Kurt got Moira, them falling down for a bit, like Kurt say, sooner or later you were gonna have to help me. Admit it, my old
She's
friend.
like, I don't admit nothing. And the funny thing is with Moira, she, like, the way she treats everybody now, they were never her friends. She just saw them as things. And
because she wanted to get rid of the mutant gene, because she believed that literally this campaign's Moira is we all have to become machines to survive.
But I don't understand how she got there. She said so in order to stop mutant kind from evolving.
I think it was laid down in Inferno in the 10 Lives, 10 Deaths of Wolverine. Where
go ahead, Cory. Go ahead.
Because where we saw Wolverine like, Jean, can you let me stay here so I can make sure Daken is conceived and stuff? That part.
Oh God, I hate
that part. And
the idea for Moira was
Red possessed Daken's mom, so it was just the bony. I'm just like, oh dear God, Percy, please. But I did like the whole part where Logan was like checking in on his younger self, and Jean was like, "Oh, you were so skinny."
He was.
And Logan said, "Yeah, skinny and you gotta say it like Steve Blum, skinny and stupid."
So for Moira ultimately learned that mutants always lose. That was kind of her big secret. Unfortunately, she didn't realize that the one lifetime where she finally turns on mutant kind is a lifetime where mutants were supposedly going to win.
Right.
But because mutants always lost in the 9 lives, she kind of made the decision that I think she still loves these people, because if she did not love these people, she would not have made this very particular decision. Yes, she was going to depower all of mutant kind.
Kill them.
No, not kill, depower. She had enacted a plan that would have depowered 100% of mutant kind without killing any of them, and they could all continue to live their lives. Her idea to save mutant kind was to turn them all human.
Yeah, but the phalanx are still coming.
Yeah. Ultimately, you would then have to side with humankind against the robots. But she never really talked about that part. But
like she don't talk about that part. Like
initially, though, she wasn't going to kill them. Now it seems like she's going to kill them. She's gone vengeful.
She is a very angry person. No,
so for X-Force though, one thing I have a question about is, did Kraven use magic?
No. What we saw, I think that was a hologram.
But so he used magic.
No, he wasn't there the entire time. No, not at all.
Inside the game, he used magic.
No magic at all.
He ate this herb, and then later he kills a bird, and he seems to be flying.
Really?
He's like wearing the pterodactyl on his back, and he like jumps off a cliff. Now, granted, he could be jumping at Wolverine. It's a little hard to tell if he's flying towards Wolverine or if he's just jumping at Wolverine. But he eats this herb, and then he kills a pterodactyl, and he's wearing it on his back, and he's jumping at Wolverine. I can't tell if he's flying because we never see him fly. We just see him fall. But it's a little weird. Like, he ate the herb, which seems like I don't know why you're eating a herb.
When did he eat the herb?
I don't know. At some point, he definitely eats this weird purple moss.
Yeah.
It's like halfway through. I think it's after Beast had been wounded.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out. But how are we feeling about it? Up, down? Is Ben Percy redeeming himself for that horrible Lives, Deaths of Wolverine?
I I'm not fully into the mutant nation state right now because there are so many alleyways and byways now. I'm just like, okay, I'm following along with this select arc or the select story. I really don't. I really don't care at the moment.
Who
Damn.
did the Kid Omega stuff? Because that seems to be just fucking put on hold hard.
Oh yeah, no, well, they just kind of jumped onto this thing right after that. Like,
Was that Ben?
I
Was that
really,
Ben
really
Perry?
liked how Percy was making quit
Percy?
and like grow up a little bit.
nah, I'm not. No, no, no. I liked Kid Omega the way he was because he was everything Krakoa was supposed to be.
Mhm.
But like Wolverine and his hating ass, like, ugh, you don't understand because you're a kid. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you were a kid. Let him grow. Stop trying to tell people they're stupid, you ass.
Well, I think he's always going to be arrogant, but his arrogance is going to change from from being
Arrogant to being confident.
exactly right. I want him to be confident, where he's just so cocky and he's walk around calling himself the god of Krakoa and shit like that, or the Omega, shit like that. I like that about him, but I do like him having some growth. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this so far.
Definitely should not be using other people's bodies. That was weird.
The train. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Like I think some of the bodies he probably got permission, but I think he had Penance's body, and I don't think Penance would give up her, be like, yeah, you could use one of my bodies for sure.
like, you can use my husk. Wow, I can't believe how long this arc was. 4 books. All throughout Judgment Day, we've been dealing with Craven. Now we're going to be dealing with space stuff. Next
That's
one.
good. I love space stuff. That's always good.
Stuff is good. So I like this book. I legitimately like this book, top to bottom. I like when we're not going into the past, we're getting to the future. And also, I don't really think Beast is really that bad of a person. It's just he's not being nice about it. He's playing the devil's advocate.
I don't know how you say that. He
Okay.
literally killed a small country, but
Oh, come on. That country was trying to kill them first.
no,
and also they did that to themselves, and Beast just co-opted technology. So not really his fault.
he caused it to go out of control and spread across the whole country. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to read that again.
Yeah, we can read that again.
I am gonna have to read that again. No, it's just like everything about X-Force. Like, you can't judge it. Well, to me, you can't judge it with any kind of morality because the whole group was started as a knee-jerk reaction. It was started because Xavier was killed, and like they just kind of stayed together. It's like, oh yeah, we need a team like this. We need the dark ones, but they all complain about doing the dark stuff.
You need a dark team. I thought Jean was perfect on the team because she kind of gave it that little bit of light that it needed.
Yeah.
Without her, hopefully they have that little bit of check and balance.
Right.
So I do like that they do bad things. It's just that Beast, I want Beast to be smart, not stupid.
No. See, that's the thing. I've been telling you guys
what Beast did at the Hellfire Gala, infecting every single person in the Hellfire Gala so that he could have spies all across the planet. It was so fucking stupid. You tell me.
No, I mean, I get what he was trying to do.
You tell me Reed Richards would not figure it out. Reed Richards wouldn't figure out that he has spores inside of his body spying on him.
Oh, Reed Richards can't even figure out how to turn Ben Grimm back to normal.
I feel like Reed has sensors that would pick up the spores inside of his body, transmitting signals back to Krakoa, and then you just made an enemy. I don't know.
I mean, Reed already made himself an enemy of mutant kind by creating a device that takes away your powers.
And Xavier amputated that.
And he's mad, and Reed's mad like, oh, I don't like that they did it, dude. Your entire act was racist. You wouldn't do that to the magic users. You wouldn't do that to.
He would do it to anyone. If his son was Scarlet Witch, he would he's suppressing his magic powers.
Oh, so he's Quicksilver now. Okay. He's a gaslighting dick.
No matter what, if he was inhuman, he would be suppressing his powers. Franklin Richards is so powerful he could destroy the world because he had a bad dream.
No. He can destroy the universe.
Destroy the universe because he had a bad dream. Regardless, I'm not. I don't think he should be suppressed, but I do kind of understand Reed when he's
Yeah, but he's like he's a little butthurt though. Like,
let his kid get through adolescence before he has full access to his power, maybe.
Also, why don't I don't think they know what the word fascist means. Like, oh, you're throwing your weight around with your drug money. So, like, I'm sorry, that whole X-Men Fantastic Four thing really left a bad taste in my mouth because it just showed that the Fantastic Four, they are hypocrites, dicks, and like, let's say, a little low-key racist. They don't like because like remember House of X1 when Cyclops went up to the Fantastic Four and said, how was I supposed to live my life thinking that I'm less, letting the world tell me that I'm less than when I knew I was more? What do you expect us to do? And Sue was stuck. She was okay with the regular status quo. She's like, yeah, you're mutants, you could do it, but she ain't doing nothing. Like, they don't do nothing. The Fantastic
thing about the Fantastic Four is that they are mutants, but they consider themselves humans first.
Oh,
So
yeah.
They can, yeah, they're mutates, not mutants. It doesn't matter. You have
no
special
writers
powers.
really elaborated on that.
You have special powers. One of your four is a freaking Morlock. He's a giant rock creature. That's a Morlock. You know, you have a obvious physical mutation. But they consider themselves humans. I would even argue that Ben considers himself human, then mutate, you know? So like, whereas mutants, they seem to be more, they consider themselves mutant over human, right? Seems to be a common theme for their people.
It's weird. Okay, so moving on. X-Men. Forge.
Yeah, can you unpack? I was really confused. I'm like, okay, I remember from some of the earlier issues of past books, Forge was upset that a lot of the stuff he designed was now in the wrong hands, very Tony Stark-ish. But I'm like, why are you meeting with Mr. Essex about something? This is gonna blow up really bad when Mr. Essex
Not really.
smiles that way.
We don't know 100% what was going on because they never mentioned the names. They just mentioned that one is dead and they would have to get the power. So not just three names. So names typically correlate to people. They could be people, places, or things, but typically a name, especially from Sinister, and mentioning the cradle would invoke a mutant. And so two of the names were alive, one was not. So essentially what my understanding is that they got Sinister, he got Sinister to clone two people alive, one person that was dead.
Right.
From my understanding. So my understanding, his suit, the suit that he is wearing is made up of three mutants. My guess is Mystique is like, what do you call it when your brain is dead?
Brain dead?
Brain dead.
That brain dead, lobotomized. So I guess he lobotomized the Mystique so that he could access her power without her mind, or else her mind is like on his ass cheek or something. Because we see the middle is Calibro or whatever his name is.
Caliban.
And Caliban is interesting because he's alive. He's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
Caliban is on he's on the Marauders.
No. He's not on Marauders.
Yes, he is.
Caliban?
He's the tree, I think. I'm pretty sure he's a giant tree.
No, that's Krakoa.
No. Marauders has a giant tree that makes these like special fruits that like empower mutants.
Right,
They give
yeah,
mutants special powers. I'm pretty sure Caliban Caliban's first power, I'm pretty sure, was that he could track mutants, and then he
Yes.
later became a tree, and then he developed a secondary mutation where he grew fruits that could give mutants extra abilities.
Caliban?
I'm pretty sure Caliban is. I'm pretty sure Caliban. Yeah.
I'm
Um,
checking this now because I don't.
the Marauders have a giant tree that's in their compound, and those fruits are what they give they give people those fruits, and those fruits like make your powers like their amp potential. I'm pretty sure that's a secondary mutation of Caliban after he spent like a couple years as a tree.
Okay. Uh, okay, he can sense dead mutants. He can sense living and dead mutants. He
And dead.
huh?
And dead mutants. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep. Okay. So once resurrected after the rise of the new mutant homeland, he resumed his muscular physical appearance he had when he was a horseman of apocalypse and before Mask warped his excess flesh away. So I gotta look more into that tree thing because I
It's
think
not
that's
saying anything about fruits.
no, nothing.
Maybe I might be confusing him. There's another dude on the Marauders. Blurred Without Fear must have also got it confused because
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look look him up.
the Marauders definitely have a similar looking dude who's just a giant face in their building.
That's Krakoa.
No, it's not Krakoa. It's not
Really?
Krakoa.
Could be Warlock.
Uh, it, it I looked up his name and I've read his story. He is a mutant. He survived M Day and he kept his powers, but he was so mad and depressed he became a tree for like 5 years.
Ah.
And then because he was a tree for 5 years, he developed a secondary mutation where he grew fruit. I thought it was Caliban because Caliban is a giant wood face too. So I must have just got them confused.
Yeah, like Caliban's dope. Like people forget Caliban used to be a horseman of apocalypse. He no, sorry, he started as a Morlock. Then he became a horseman of apocalypse. Then he became a Dark Rider. Then he became part of X Force. Then he became a Dark Rider again. Then he became part of X Force again. And then he died.
It makes sense that Caliban would be on the Marauders.
It
The
would.
Marauders are all about finding mutants.
You know what? I'm pretty sure Steven Orlando hasn't gotten there yet. I mean, like right now they're just trying to find Threshold.
No, but that's right, but that's always been their thing. From going into Russia, from attacking Liberia, they've always been
They
they go
don't.
find
They don't.
mutants and help them.
I don't think these writers really know all the mutants that like. They're not really privy to all the mutants that are at their disposal. There's a lot of mutants at their disposal.
100,000. I
When
think.
the
is said.
Quiet Council is going to order a census of the Krakoan archipelago, how many mutants per which habitats and stuff.
I think they did. I think they know how many they've resurrected. I think they've resurrected 200,000.
Right.
And that on top of the 10,000 that they had previously. I think so. I think that like 210. 210 plus like 10,000 babies, maybe.
I just really like this whole thing between Forge and Sinister, though. Like, you never really see them talking, having a conversation. And Forge is like, don't try to flatter me. Like, can you do it? If you don't want to do it, I can take it to the council and you'll do what I want you to do for free. So
Forge knew though he would not pass in the council.
Really?
Sinister implied that you won't you wouldn't be taking this deal if you knew that the council would pass. Like if you knew the council would pass, you would just take this to the council.
Yeah, you aren't in my drawing room. You're in my drawing room because you think your proposal won't pass a council vote. So
well, I could see why. Because one word, Storm. Storm is very petty. And I'm pretty sure she's still a little bit mad at Forge for, for dumping her. So whoever Storm goes, everybody else goes. Huh?
Who'd he dump her for?
Nobody. He proposed to her. she hesitated, saying, I need a day. And then like he's like, nah, I'm out. That was
So I think Forge needs to get kicked off the X-Men for this.
no, he's not doing anything wrong.
He's enslaving 3 mutants.
He's not enslaving anybody. Caliban is still alive. We don't know
Caliban has the ability to walk around. It doesn't seem like he has that ability with. He's just a face. Caliban is a body. Caliban is not just a
suit.
face.
Yeah, he's a suit. Yeah.
He's a body though.
Yeah.
Caliban has a body, but it seems like in the suit he's just a face. So it seems like he just cut off Caliban's body, attached his face to the suit, and is just lying to the face. He's lying to the face, telling
I don't
the
think
face.
he's lying. I don't think he's lying to Caliban.
He said he got permission from Caliban. He said he got permission from the other body.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Like Forge has no reason to lie.
Well, better to ask for forgiveness than permission, right?
Hey, but Mystique though, I totally understand it. Like, yeah, Mystique. Like, she's gonna say no regardless. So
yeah,
unless you do something for her, and then that's in.
I think he might skin Mystique because if the suit has the face of Caliban, and I don't see the face of Mystique anywhere, he probably skinned her.
No, I don't think he skinned.
He cloned her body and he skinned the body, and he attached the skin to his suit. That's what happened.
I think Sinister did all that.
Well, maybe, but maybe he asked just for the skin of Mystique. But I don't know. I think he got the bodies and he did the work himself. He went to work creating technology. Did his mutant powers of creating technology out of mutant technology.
Also something I think we're kind of overlooking that I really liked about this issue. Forge's views for Krakoa. He wants to build apartment buildings and like he wants to do some like.
Was that Krakoa or was that New York City?
That was Krakoa.
I don't know. That might have been New York.
I don't see no skyscrapers.
No, he was saying Krakoa's real estate developer. He essentially Forge the master builder wants to start doing some master building to be doing infrastructure to be doing what Sunspot is doing on Chandelar when he is not doing very, very inappropriate things with Deathbird.
So if we're gonna have like 10 million mutants or 30 million mutants on Krakoa, we'll need apartment buildings for them.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
So
that could be the case. I just thought my first reaction was that was New York. I thought he was planning on buying property in New York and renovating it until he owns all of New York, looking like that.
I don't think I think that that's a great idea, but I don't think New York would. He would have to like own a couple of boroughs before. He would have to be a low-key a crime boss.
Yeah, you have to go up against the Stromwinds or whatever Zdarsky's gonna do with them. I don't know. I'm really nervous that this Zdarsky final arc is going to sour. He already married Matt and Elektra off in like a really way. That's kind of how I'm feeling about this final Daredevil arc.
Also, for this issue just kind of showed how clever and how smart Forge is.
Oh yeah.
And also it showed that the Summers brothers are still not on the same page.
Well, yeah. Like, look, like if you have 2 siblings on a team, I'm gonna want to see some incidents like this. And I'm thankful I got to see these 2 brothers have a sibling moment.
I mean, but Cyclops has known Iceman and Jean since he was 16 years old. They're his family too. So,
I know, but they're not blood family, and
He didn't find his blood brother till he was like 18 years old.
So
and he lost him for 10 years.
So
I don't think Cyclops was doing a good job as a leader here.
How so?
You don't have a choice. He even admitted it. I don't pick the X-Men, so he has no choice but to accept the team he has. Right. And I don't think he did a good job leading them.
How so? Like what was it?
It just felt like when they were fighting what's his face on the outside, it was more of a free for all. Magic sent that girl to a random Avengers museum, I think.
Oh no.
Um,
No. Magic dropped Firestar at the Avengers mansion.
okay, that's the
So,
Avengers
so,
mention.
so that'd be like me dropping you off at your parents' house. Like, why are you doing this, man? I'd be like,
Yeah.
you could have dropped me off at a Arby's or something, but yeah, bring me here.
See, now that tells me though that wasn't Cyclops' orders. Cyclops is not being like, Magic, transport her to 5 o'clock. Magic, send Havoc to 8 o'clock. He's not
He's not.
coordinating. It was
Well,
just a free for all.
yeah, but like Jean did a really good job leading too. Like when that dude Peril got out, she, Havoc, and Iceman were doing their thing. And Havoc threw a sucker punch. He threw a bitch move like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you should watch it, Alex. Knocking your older brother's visor off can really be dangerous.
We
Yeah.
might be establishing what Omega level strength is for physical strength.
Right.
It might be between Hulk and Ben Grimm.
Right.
But
Because-
that's not Havoc's mutant power. Why would
No,
he?
sorry,
be an
talking
Omega
about
level strength?
the
Pero.
Oh,
the Children of the Vault.
Yeah.
The idea is that all the Children of the Vault, the
Are
next
Omegas.
generation, are Omega levels.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite seem like that the way they conquer the universe, but they supposedly evolved to a level they've never been to before, and that to me says Omega level.
I just wish Havoc would have gotten like a better costume. Like I am so like it is not 1987 anymore.
The head things are a little weird. They're not
Don't they
needed.
get in the way? I'm sorry. I think they would get in the way a lot. Like trying to
Does a somersault.
turn. What if you go to a door? Like
Jump off a building.
retract. How does he put them on?
The enemy grabs it.
Right.
Throws him to the ground.
What if he's holding a small child and they just grab it?
Or a small child falls on and gets impaled.
Oh God, that's rough. That's rough.
It is a bad. Just it's almost as bad as the cape.
Oh, also, I just want to say this. Oh, two things. One, Ileana's reaction was so funny when she got Firestar back. Hi, very funny, Ileana. I didn't mean it as a slam. Some of my best friends are Avengers.
She meant it as a fucking slap.
Yeah, she did.
well, yeah. Ileana always seems to have that whole like snickering schoolgirl sense of humor.
Well,
You know,
look who her best friend is. It's Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, a girl. Yeah, what would be the female? How would you say the female equivalent of a man-child trope?
Girl child.
She's basically a girl child out of time per her origin story, depending on what happened with Vita Ayala's decisions taking effect. She's got that little girl snide sense of humor.
I guess. Or how people want little girls to have. Anyway. Oh, also, second part. The ending of this book. How long have I been saying that Laura, like Wolverine, Laura is not dead? I've been saying that for years.
So wait, hold on. So Forge was going in there looking for Darwin.
Yes.
That was I could see on his face Forge is like, oh crap, my whole plan was wrong.
No, but you guys, who's been saying that Laura was a bit alive for years? Like, oh yeah, she's not dead. She is definitely not dead. No body, no death.
Have they had Laura
this entire time since last time we saw her? Sync got out, and we didn't see. We thought, oh yeah, they're killed. She's dead.
Well,
no.
She showed up in X Lives, X 10 Lives, 10 Deaths.
No. They cloned her.
Sync must have lied to the council, or at least led the council to believe that she was going to die. But I think he straight up lied. I think he said,
Totally. I think
"I
he
saw
thought
her."
she. Oh, go
I
ahead.
think he told the Quiet Council that he saw her take a mortal wound. So he didn't see her die, but she took a mortal wound, and so she was going to die. But she didn't take a mortal wound. They had no reason to think that she was going to die, besides the fact that she stayed behind and was going to fight to the death. But they
But
captured
now,
her.
but now, like she's alive.
Mhm.
She's held captive.
And
No,
so
not
there are
anymore.
two
Not anymore.
Lauras running around.
Yeah, but where's Darwin? That's we still don't know where he is. I thought
Yeah,
that.
and if
I thought
they
that little
save
ghost thing.
Darwin for last, the ultimate adaptable mutant is probably going to be very, very, very angry.
Do
No.
you know of a
Show-
mutant is there a mutant with a pocket dimension?
Pocket dimension.
Because where does she see? Because Forge claims he's going to store Darwin in a pocket in his back.
Uh-huh.
So I don't like Darwin's a big boy. He's not going to store Darwin on his. He's not going to walk around with Darwin on his back. So he's going to the third mutant that he has the ability of. Because we have Mystique, Caliban, and the third one was going to be a has a vault on his back. So somewhere to store it on his back. So whatever power it is can store. Because that's where Laura Kinney should be right now. It should be in his vault in his back.
Right. I'm looking it up. Who has a pocket dimension?
I don't know if pocket dimension would be the right word, but essentially like infinity bag where you have like an endless space that you can pull from.
Okay. Who? That's Franklin Richards.
Okay. He might have pulled Franklin Richards' power from the
Did Slot
database.
give Franklin his
He can
powers
do
back?
that. No. Take his powers from when he was a mutant. Because remember, they have legacy models. Remember, we were talking about the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver back when they were mutants. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe Franklin, it would work. It would make a lot more sense. It would make a lot of sense. But
And what a power to rely on. If I'm going into the Children of the Vault by myself, I want Franklin's powers. How OP would they be in the Children of the Vault's power? Oh my god, what if the Children of the Vault get Franklin Richards, power? Ooh.
oh god, we don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need them evolving again, just so they can become kinda Omega 2.0 kinda again. Like how lame.
Kinda Omega. Damn.
Omega-ish.
Omega-ish. No, like I really like I like how this book is giving Forge the they're putting him front and center. He is the star of this book right now, and he's doing a hell of a job.
I feel like he needs to be punished for it, but I do like it. Like I like seeing because again, I'm bringing it up again. They call mutant powers mutant technology, and his power is to create technology. So he found a way to splice 3 mutants together in some crazy hellraiser way. He spliced 3 people together into one suit, and he's wearing it. Based off his technology. I think his mutant powers would be like the create technology, and he found a way to splice them together crazily. And I think that's going to be what he's doing going forward. I think he's going to have a suit. He's going to have a suit for every problem,
Oh, like a Swiss Army suit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he did
chimera,
say
fundamentally. It's
well,
practically a chimera.
Well, he did say that he was gonna try to create like a super suit for everybody on the island, because not everybody on the island has like these crazy
Yeah.
powers. Some of
Well,
them
the one for Captain Krakoa was a all-purpose suit for everybody.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Some mutants have the power to make ice cream.
That's true. Ugh, just
So that might help against Galactus. It might might fill up his endless hunger.
He's lactose.
Oh.
But I really like. So how do we feel about like this week in X-Men? I
wanted more from Darwin. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see anything from him. Where's his body? You said Caliban can track dead mutants. You think they could track his body?
Well, I mean, what if this is what I'm thinking? What if Darwin has been spliced with everyone in the vault? So like he's everywhere. There's
I
nothing.
like that.
There's
I
nothing.
think that might be part of it, spliced, or it's just that when we saw him being tortured, he just when he achieved the next evolution, he died off from that. The power output to achieve the next evolution killed him off.
Right.
That, or you're correct, and it's that. And we had like 5 other coffins with people in them, right?
Right.
I guess they weren't mutants because he didn't care about them.
I mean,
one was a mermaid, or at least an Atlantean.
yeah.
We saw a mermaid looking one.
All right, I'm gonna have to look at that one again. Just okay, where we at? Mermaid. Oh yeah, I do see the mermaid. Yeah, the
Probably
one on
not
the
Atlantean.
far right.
Yeah, and then there's one like an eyeball because it's like really small and round. So I'm thinking like
Yeah.
an eyeball.
What if
I don't
that's
know.
Darwin?
Maybe Darwin's child.
But like, they got him in like a goo. Like he hasn't. Boy, that
Maybe adapt to solitude was to have a child by himself. He impregnated himself and had a child, and they had a child. But the child's not a mutant yet, so we can't detect it. It's still just a baby.
Oh man, I'm looking at the time. It says 6:16.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. So next week we got
It's not a bad week actually. I looked it up, right?
I hope it's not bad. We got Judgment Day number 6. We have New Mutants.
Who's the next writer for New Mutants?
Let me check. It's a trans woman. Where is it?
While you're looking at that, did you guys see the news from Dynamite Comics?
What is going on?
Disney is gonna let them do a Gargoyles comic and a Darkwing Duck comic.
All right, I'm with that.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Okay, so next week we have Judgment Day, New Mutants, Wolverine, and Exterminators.
Oh yeah, the very, very prettily drawn, very, very lovingly drawn book taken care of by Leah Williams.
You know what? If she pulls this off, I will change my entire opinion on her. Because so far, I love it. I love the fact that vampires, they're cursing, there's blood. I'm digging everything about it. It's just, like it feels good, but at the end of it, you may have a whole different take. Because she does that. Because remember Trial of Magneto? Magneto was barely in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Hopefully, she keeps up the same vibe as the first one.
Absolutely.
Keep it sexy, keep it a little grotesque.
Right.
But then throw in a plot line. If she can do all 3 of those at once, she'll pull off a masterpiece.
I am with that, my friend.
The first issue was fantastic. Seeing girls roller skating and a bloody derby with vampires, that was
so cool, wasn't it?
Roller derbying is a really cool sport to watch.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I can't wait to see, like, just how it, because guys, think about it. This time last year, we were all pissed over Inferno, and we were no, Inferno hadn't started yet.
Was it X of Swords last year?
No, X of Swords was like
2 years.
That was 2021. That was 2020. Last year, we had Trial Magneto, and we are just getting over the Gala, and
Gala number 1.
Yeah, Gala number 1. We just got the new X-Men team.
Maybe the Empire event.
No, Empire happened in 2020. Hellions was still around.
Zeb Wells when I still wanted to support him.
Zeb Wells, like Inferno. No, it's totally different. We have a whole new set of books. I'm still wondering. I still think that we kind of called it. Knights of X was going to get canceled first. That was a limited series. It says, what else ended really fast?
I don't know, but Teeny Howard's bringing it back as Captain Britain, as a Captain Britain book.
Oh,
X Factor ended because Polaris got a
yeah.
very temporary position on the X-Men.
Hey, it was a year. Yeah.
We fucking voted for it. We deserved more than a year.
True.
People we vote for, we only get a year, and then everyone else gets indefinite. Like, that's such bullshit.
That is. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Like, the only person who got sorted out of the Marauders. No. Everybody, they got a whole new team except for her and Bishop. Except for Kate and Bishop.
Yeah, Marauders was a bit bullshit. I feel sorry for the original team.
That team was very Claremontian. That's a Claremont team.
Yeah.
Anytime you have like somebody in there like with Kitty Pryde and Storm and Bishop, those are Chris Claremont characters. Now, X-Force is the only one who kind of kept their same team this entire time. They only like switched out Jean and Kid Omega for Omega Red and Deadpool. That's it. That's all they've done.
Excalibur pretty much stayed the same. They just kind of expanded a bit.
Yeah, they added more team, and they got rid of Rogue. Yeah, they got rid of Rogue. I still think that like Sabretooth on the Hellions would be crazy. That would have been nuts.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. Oh, okay.
See him die on Amos and come back better.
Oh man, every mission would have been a suicide mission for him. Oh man,
that's what I'm excited to see from Deadpool. That's why I wanted Deadpool to die this issue, because I want him to take on Kid Omega's role of dying every issue.
Oh no, well, I mean, he has been like tortured. Because remember Wolverine, where he got Wolverine had to cut half his body off just so he could get to the sensor.
When Conan met Deadpool in Savage Avengers, he just pushed Wade through the bars to like get what he wanted to get.
Or remember the time where like Omega Red, where Deadpool pissed off Omega Red and threw him out. He threw him out of the building. And everybody's like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
I mean, Deadpool gets something bad happen to him every time he shows up. I mean, he got eaten by a bear.
And the writer's room can get away with it because he has the incumbent strongest healing factor.
I wouldn't say the strongest healing factor. I'd say it's really, really strong. I like to see him go to hell.
Yeah.
I like to see him go through lava and come back.
I don't understand hell even the slightest.
Me neither.
I
think hell's supposed to be metaphorical. It's supposed to be like a mind trip. It doesn't really do anything to you. It's a mind.
Are we talking about hell in the books?
Hell in the books.
You go down to hell. You go to hell as like a spirit. Your physical body is still in the real world, but then you have physical flesh that can burn there, and then you come back to the real world to your physical body, and then your real body re-heals. Like, it's so weird.
That's weird. It is weird.
Some people can teleport like their physical bodies there, but I'm pretty sure when Wolverine goes to hell, he just kills himself.
You know, my thing about it is, like, when you go to hell in the Marvel Universe, do you still have your powers? You still have your powers. You're not just like a regular person. Hey, I'm good.
Well, I've read several comics of Wolverine going to hell, and sometimes he just literally stabs himself in the heart. He goes to hell, and then he like somehow he like unconsciously unclaws himself, and his body heals, and he leaves hell.
That's
because his body heals after his claws leave his heart. He comes back. So how this works with resurrection process and all that, I don't know. Like, is everyone just chilling in hell until they're resurrected, or in the waiting room now? I don't know how it all works now. But.
I don't either. It's just
I don't know.
But
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't know. I'm thinking about so
um,
many other things.
no, like I'm just like I'm really liking Gary Dugan's X-Men. It's a completely different feel. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I mean, like
convinced
we
that
were all skeptical last year when he had an X-Men team and he said, I
yeah.
want to show why each and every person deserves to be on this team.
Mhm.
Because only person I know who deserves to be on that team is Forge. But Forge doesn't really want to be on the team. Like seeing this instance, everything that's going on with Forge right now kind of shows that he does not need to be on the main team. He's a background guy. Like seriously, he should be running X-Force. He and Beast should be running X-Force.
I guess
Or
after he
or
serves his time in the pit, he could do that.
He ain't good. Forge is not gonna go to the pit. I'll tell you this right now. He ain't going to that pit.
He just cloned 3 living mutants, or 2 living mutants, 1 dead, breaking the rules. He broke a lot of rules. Okay.
I mean, yeah, he did, but like it's not like he made it a secret. Like that, like come on, Charles knew about Project Black Box.
So it depends on your definitions of the rules. I don't think the Quiet Council has agreed on what the rules mean and how to define the rules. For instance, Nightcrawler deems murdering a mutant not to be killing a man, which I think that should be. I think a mutant is still a man. For Nightcrawler, killing a mutant, the rule you're breaking is actually respect the sacred land. He believes that mutant kind is the sacred land, and by killing a mutant, you're not respecting the sacred land.
I thought that meant about Krakoa though.
I know that's what most people define that rule to mean. But Nightcrawler distinctly said in Way of X that he believes when you kill a mutant, you're breaking that rule. So he defines the sacred land as mutant kind, not as Krakoa. So by
Yeah, but Nightcrawler still thinks that his mom loves him. What the hell does he know?
fair enough. But by cloning 3 people against their wills, you might not be respecting the sacred land by Nightcrawler's definition.
Now that is a conversation I want to see in Immortal X-Men. I really want to see that. Also, wasn't there like maybe just do you guys remember a couple solicits a few months back where it was Immortal X-Men, but they showed Sinister being taken into the pit.
oh yeah,
And like it was just a cover. It just showed him like clawing.
Yeah, I don't believe it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think plans got changed. A lot of plans got changed.
Well, it's just that Cypher and Warlock forbid anyone from ever going in the pit again.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but it's Sinister.
They might have to do it for Sinister because he can't die. If Sinister dies, everything resets. So
No. If a clone of Moira dies, like
well, Sinister's heart is connected to a bomb.
Oh,
that's why he was okay being captured by the Eternals, because if he dies in Judgment Day, it just resets the time.
Yeah, but like remember also he tried to reset the timeline and nothing happened. He tried shooting it and like what's going on?
So hopefully his heart monitor is malfunctioning like his lab is malfunctioning.
I hate Sinister so much.
But I do think that's why they sent him to the pit, because they learn about the Moiras and they know he can't die or else the heart.
No. Destiny knows about the Moiras. She's just not saying anything.
Yeah. Eventually the council will learn.
I think it's really funny how no one wants to move on Sinister, but they're quick.
Why did he say Forge had a diamond on his head? What does that mean?
No, he just has like that on his bandana. He just has like a diamond. It's nothing.
It was a stupid
joke.
quote.
Yeah, it was a stupid joke.
Well, yeah, because Mr. Essex loves to say corny, stupid stuff. So I'm like, that little one-liner is something Mr. Essex would say in his quaint, peacocky British accent, which is in my head.
That
You know
also-
who else had a weird thing on his forehead? Havoc.
which one? Like
Havoc has a weird thing on his forehead.
oh
It's a
yeah,
red
right.
dot.
Yeah, you call it a helmet.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but
that's
on
been
the
in
helmet, there's like a red dot. There's like a red.
Oh yeah, that jewel. Yeah, that was like kind of like. All right, that's a throwback to when they first got there. That ruby was supposed to like channel his powers,
Oh.
but I think he just hasn't gotten rid of it yet.
Oh, it was
kind
the
of
same
like
red
a
ruby
prism
as
stone
Cyclops'
or
glasses?
something.
No, it's different. It came from the living monolith.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, living monolith. Okay.
living monolith. I'm sorry. Also, the fact that like Forge can fly in this Caliban suit.
I wonder what happens to this suit because like when this mission is over,
Self-destruct.
it has to self-destruct it, right?
Yeah,
Because it goes against the whole duplicate rule. He fundamentally has 3 duplicates of everybody right now in one suit. Or does he put the suit on ice? I don't know what he's gonna do to it.
I mean, I think you just turn it off.
You mean
You
kill
just turn it off.
You mean kill Caliban?
I mean, he's not dead, man.
No, but if he kills the suit, he kills Caliban.
He doesn't kill the real Caliban.
Kills a duplicate of Caliban.
Screw those. Oh, okay. But like, yeah, I really like this book. Like, and here's the thing: I was waiting on somebody on TikTok or Twitter, to talk about it, and no one was talking about it. Like, I was like, I know that somebody's gonna talk about this. This is way too good, and no one did. I'm curious. I'm very surprised. Very surprised.
I think a lot of people didn't have access to the comic. Apparently, there's a lot of delays.
No, even on the free sites, they didn't have anything. Like, I'm totally with that. The green. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Twitter. No, but like I want this to do well. I want this book to do well because
it's nice seeing Forge at like his peak.
Yeah, it's nice seeing Forge.
This might be the strongest we've ever seen Forge, besides like creating a super weapon. Forge by himself, fighting. Granted, these aren't his powers. This might be the greatest I've seen him accomplish.
Oh, Forge is so dope. Like, I mean, like, yeah, he dumped Storm, but like he ran a team that had Sabretooth and Mystique in check. Just I don't know. It's just great. I love it. We have probably like one good X book coming out next week. Wolverine. We've been getting Ben Percy like a lot in the last like 3-4 weeks. Can we get the same thing for X-Men? Just like I want X-Men 4 weeks in a row. Call it X-Men month. X month. I'm with it.
It's Wolverine month. Face it.
No. We that awesome. We talk about Sinister doing too much. They do too much with Wolverine. They don't give him or don't give anybody else any kind of shine like they give Wolverine. Like we should
shine.
He has 2 books. I mean,
I don't think he shines though.
Huh?
I don't think he shines.
No, I mean like the last 30 years. Like they always give Wolverine the best stuff.
I don't know about the best stuff. They make so much Wolverine stuff that he's bound to have some good stuff and a lot of bad stuff. But it seems like Wolverine, the number one thing they do with him is how do we hurt him? What's a new way we can hurt Wolverine in this arc?
What's the new way that we can make him use his claws or explain his origin in a different way?
Who should we make him have another kid with? and
That's a
stuff.
good one too.
How do we get him to kill Jean again without his control?
How do we get him to get with Jean and screw over Cyclops? I swear,
Yeah.
when our writer screws over Cyclops, it's on site.
I was pretty sure they were gonna start fucking inside the Celestial.
Oh God.
When Jean parted the Red Sea and Cyclops Wolverine's just like, damn, oh my God, look at her, she's burning.
He's rubbing his nips. He's rubbing the nips.
That's exactly what he was doing.
He's like, Jean, you realize how much you turned me on? Yes, I do. Then get out of here, woman. Nah, that's him. But yeah. All right. So wrapping up, this has been a really good week. Not a lot, but I dig it.
It was good. It was. We should not go a week without Judgment Day. We need to get Judgment Day over with. So
Yeah.
don't go a week without it.
Oh, I have a question for you guys. Which X-Men would you defend? All right, if an X-Men character if you're going to put an X-Men character on trial to cancel them, who would it be?
God, I don't know.
Like cancel culture or like
Cancel
send them to
culture.
jail?
Cancel culture. Like, no, we don't mess with them anymore.
It would probably be Dakin.
Okay.
He's a little too close to rape culture.
Okay.
He makes too many rape jokes. I don't know if he rapes a lot of girls, but he makes too many jokes about raping girls. You know?
I would put Storm.
No, okay.
Hear me out. I'm not saying she needs to be canceled, but she needs her mutant card reviewed. Because
She needs another
anytime she's leader of a team that's not called the X-Men, it ends horribly. Morlocks. Actually, you know, I would even call this Judgment Day of a stain on her credit, because she didn't do nothing to help. Like the last issue, all she did was hold Magneto for like 3 hours.
Well,
To be
Magneto
fair-
gives a really good dying speech by Al Ewing, and yeah.
To be fair, they only had all the Krakoan gates, all the gates of Krakoa were burned. So it's the only way she could get involved is to attack the Celestial Machine. So she could directly attack the Eternals, but she can't return to Krakoa
Okay.
without like magic or someone taking her there.
Hey, do you think she can control the atmosphere? Like she can like create thunder on Earth while she's on Araka? It would take a lot for her to do so, but like theoretically, she can do that.
She's bonded to planets. She can bond. I believe it to be a secondary mutation, but that's headcanon.
Sure.
But she can apparently bond a planet. And that does not, the way she describes bonding a planet, it does not make any sense in regard to her weather manipulation. Particularly her bond with Earth, because it's been so long and so she was so young when she bonded it, and it's been so long that her bond with Earth is so strong that right. So I think she could do it from, I think on Mars she can make Earth lightning, but on Earth she can't make Mars lightning because she's not bonded to Mars enough.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
But she knows the Earth enough that she could probably do it. Now, because she probably not as powerful as if she was there, but I can see it.
Wait, okay. So with Immortal X-Men, we still got Kate Pryde, Mystique. No, I'm sorry, Shadowcat, Mystique, Storm, Xavier left. No, that has to be like at least. No, because we already got Sinister. We had Sinister, the White Queen,
We
Hope.
got Colossus left.
Oh, Colossus. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Colossus. Who will be number 12? Who will be the last issue of this Immortal X-Men from their perspective, from the characters' perspective?
Xavier.
That's what I'm thinking too. Because
Or
we know
Colossus.
I think Colossus is going to be second to last, or he's going to be after Kate.
The fact that Colossus has joined the Immortal X-Men, like joined the Quiet Council, it seems like that plot line is going to be a major plot line.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole reason why he was there was because the whole reason why he's there is really just to pad the numbers for Charles. Like Charles did not do any mind. Okay, this is one thing about Xavier I really like. The fact that he doesn't scan your mind just to make sure you're on the up and up. He just like, hey, it's like, which one? How about Pete? He's reliable. He's this, that. But without, this is how some of the X-Men do. The stable X-Men are the ones like Beast and Colossus and what have you. They're the ones that always have something going wrong with them. But it's the problematic X-Men. Wolverine, Gambit, Rogue. They're the ones who would on paper seem like they're a bad idea. But once you get them in, it's great. Colossus, you don't know what's going on with him most of the time because he doesn't talk about it. He really doesn't.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Mr. Rasputin, when I've read his wiki page cover to cover, and I've seen him been given lines in books, if he was a real person and we get him eventually in the MCU and I was directing that actor, I'd be like, this guy only talks when he absolutely has something to say. Other than that, he likes being a wallflower, a really big, dangerous looking wallflower.
Exactly. I have no idea how he acts in House of X. Like it feels like from the day one of House of X, his character has always been in doubt.
Yeah.
Day one of House of X, he saved a bunch of Russian mutants and he got fucked up.
He did.
And apparently the trauma that he saw of a bunch of mutants apparently dying and the pain that he suffered, he basically retires for like 6 months.
Yeah.
He retires for like 6 months and then he kills his I think they were married. I think he married that girl.
No, that was just a girl. That was just a jump off. Now,
just a girlfriend?
No, that was just a girl that he was seeing. I think it's interesting that he got with somebody and he didn't really talk about it.
Well, he's lucky that she hasn't been resurrected yet.
Oh,
so she's probably at the bottom of the queue because was a nobody. She didn't mean anything at all.
Right.
She was pretty much a nobody, right? So she's probably at the bottom of the queue. But as soon as she gets resurrected, if she remembers that she got killed by Colossus, she's gonna be a little fucked up. At least she's gonna remember dating Colossus, and then she'll go to Colossus and be like, "Why the fuck have you not resurrected me in a year and a half?"
Yeah, it has been a while. But also we got to remember though, what like Xavier says that he backups all the mutants weekly. So this means theoretically she may not know how she died.
Theoretically, yeah.
Theoretically.
Entirely possible. In fact, probably more likely. Probably likely because the only chance that you would have to remember something is if it happened last week because then you got backed up for sure.
Right. It's just so good. But yeah, I would put Storm on set up a president. Like always watch her because she always be doing something. But the Sinister, I would try to cancel Sinister. Like
he would already be canceled. He would be blocked on every platform.
I would defend Beast.
He would also be blocked on every platform.
No, Beast. No. I would be his Johnny Cochran, him and Xavier. I would talk about how everybody wants Beast to be this happy-go-lucky guy that's always making quips and talking a lot about science. Wow, they really don't understand how depressed he really was. Beast has the tears of a clown, but but when he steps into himself, that's when everybody has an issue with it. That's the issue. That like that's my issue with it. Like that's something I would bring up. Like you know when Beast has something going on, no one's around. But when everybody needs a happy-go-lucky guy, they talk hella shit. They all talk hella shit about him. And like I don't know, like
I just see Beast. Beast would make a tweet, something about Ukraine, like Ukraine has a ton of natural resources. Only if only there was a powerful nation that could go in there and save them. He would say shit like that.
Beast.
You know,
Xavier, I would say, like, listen, that he has a really hard job, and I imagine that he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed that he trusted Moira so much. But Xavier trusting Moira like that, it's kind of like Wolverine trusting Jean. He didn't expect her to turn on him like that. I don't know. That's just me. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts, Cory. What do you got?
Well, if we're talking about your canceling question, I think, okay, Mr. Howlett Logan liking little preteen pupils so much.
Not to mention what he did to his mom.
I think you could do something there, or I don't know. I wouldn't want any of these characters canceled really, but I'm just like, okay, I want this event to wrap up, more normalcy coming, to get back to stuff that Dugan and Ewing are pulling from the box of stuff Hickman left, because Hickman's working on giving Marvel their own version of the Sandman universe and stuff.
Like, you know what? Like, I'll say this. I'm saying this. Jonathan Hickman left a huge mess. Continuity wise, didn't want to finish. Like,
because he probably got bored because this new idea was in his head and nobody wanted to follow his timeline. They wanted to stretch it out longer because the next phase is going to be called Fall of X. If you remember
I thought it was going to be called Fall of Krakoa.
No, it's going to be called Fall of X. So it's like, okay.
Oh, so he's coming back.
He's coming back to Marvel to do this to give them their version of the Sandman verse.
Oh God.
He's not coming back to the X-Verse department. It's Dugan and Ewing.
I mean, yay, but then it's also yay. Aw. I would have loved to have seen what he would have done with everything else.
Well, yeah, I want Apocalypse back, Big Blue Granddaddy. I want Hickman giving Magneto lines because he found Magneto's voice so quickly and easy.
Hey, Ewing did too.
Yes. The Davos, Switzerland issue of the X-Men.
That was great. Was that?
Oh my gosh! Just everyone's suits complimented their character, and just you were like, "Oh my gosh, the great Magneto's probably going to become like the Minister for Foreign Affairs," and just
good times. Okay,
yeah, and just that one line where all these nervous diplomats are looking at Apocalypse, who I just want to see an off panel how they stuffed him in that suit. Probably.
Well, he can. Well, you know, like they're the X-Men. They can.
Well, yeah, like who cares who caused the Bronze Age collapse? You should. I was there. Okay, who did it? Me.
Okay, well, wrapping up.
Yeah, it's
Cory,
just about 10 o'clock here.
I'm 1407. New books next week. We'll see you soon. No, wait. Oh, wait. Damn it.